Greetings, YouTube. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We got sheep. We're back. The sheep are singing or something. Maybe they're singing Christmas carols because it's snowing outside. I don't know. Sounds good. But anyway, we are going to go sell our wood chips now. We've got some new equipment. Got to come down here and bring this all back at some point. Got the new 8R. I believe this is by JHHG. We've got the new 7250. And then we've got the new 9380. And then we also have the new that we haven't brought back yet. The 712, is that right? Yep, 712 John Deere disc Harrow Ripper. No, it's not a Harrow. Disc Ripper, something like that. It'll work. It works like a plow. So, the sheep's wool spawn needs to be bigger. Yes, it does. That is one thing that definitely needs to be either expanded or something, because that thing fills up really quick. Is that a piece of wood right there? Like the piece that you cut out, you know, the, what do you call it? You know, when you're felling a tree, the part that comes out. Oh gosh. The little section that you cut out of the tree. I can't think of it, let me think of the name of it right now. But when you're felling a tree, the wedge. Is it the wedge? Maybe the wedge. The wedge that you cut out, and then you cut it in that direction to fill it in that direction. I'm pointing like you guys can see which way I'm pointing. Alright, so we've actually got to sleep a little bit to get to January. We need to check on our wood chip prices. Notch, wedge, yeah. I was gonna say, my first thought was like wedge, but notch works too. Alright, most likely we will be selling these up here, but we will go back to the house and do a little sleeping. Surprised the snow has not accumulated on the ground more. I do have it on, right? I think I do. I can find where that's at. You know what? It might be under general settings. That's the radio. That's the camera. I'm looking for it. Maybe it is under game settings. Seasons. There we go. Snow. Yeah, it's on. Just not accumulating on the ground. Alright, let's see what the price is right now for the wood chips. I never can. Every time I go back to this menu with the controller, I want to go over there. So you have to go down to whatever it's on at that point, and then go over to all the multiple different types of crops. That needs to be changed. I am not a fan of this new user interface with 25. 22 was a much simpler, gosh, interface. See, look at this. Would you look at it? Look at it. Just look at it. I am not a fan of the new user. I'm not a fan of the new menu, Giants. It's not user-friendly. It's very complex when you're in a hurry. And we are in a hurry because winter is here. So, wood chips. $9.59 says it's a good peak price. January is like our target. So, let's go into January. Here's a jet flying over. We must be near an airport somewhere. Wait, what did we jump to? We went all the way back up to straw instead of staying on wood chips. Huh, that's interesting. Stay over there. Okay, so 9... Actually, 985 ain't bad. It's at the grain sell point. It's 950 at the bale sell point. It's late December. I'm going to go ahead and sell it at 985. That's a good price. Grain sell point. Is that... Where is that? Probably under somewheres. Right there. Hey, look, there is snow in town. It's up in here. Okay. This is the grain sell point. So let's... Is that right? Are y'all seeing this? 985? Looks like a good price to me. Getting up in there and getting this to where I can sell it directly will be another challenge. I think I need to get to one side. Alright, let's see. The front first. We got 6 million liters of wood chips to sell. Okay, that works. Back one out. There we go. Had to angle that one a little more. Across the streams. Alright, so we're selling the wood chips. We'll see how much we make on these. It's gonna be a minute, so if you guys need snacks or a drink, I got my drink. I got my Dr. Pepper and orange soda. So, that went a lot quicker than I thought it would. He caught me mid Fig Newton. I was eating a blueberry Fig Newton while we were selling. Oh boy. I gotta drink some Dr. Pepper now, hang on. I had to inhale the very last one. Alright, well, I think it's safe to say we are no longer in any financial trouble. Yep, sitting on about $6 million. I want to buy the train. I mean, we got money, so we will head back. Now, there's going to be a lot that say, well, why make so much money? And I know you're, you're using the Brooks chipper, but why make so much money right now? You're just kind of getting. Now we didn't just start the map, but we're, you know, we're sitting okay. But why make so much money? Because a few reasons. We've got some productions in town we want to buy. We want to buy the popcorn factory. Well, first off, we've got to buy the corn dryer. And then we want to buy the popcorn factory. We want to buy the ketchup factory. So we got to build, got a lot we got to do. We got to build greenhouses for that to make the ketchup. Kind of want to delve into some of the stuff like the apple pies and pumpkins and the plums and the lemons and all that stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy land. A lot of land to be bought. And probably going to buy some land that does not have any crop in it. There's a couple up north. We've got the big wheat field up north. I think that one's probably a given. We'll probably get that one, and maybe the canola field. But we buy the land, and then we can plant whatever we want. Now that, you know, normally we buy the land, you know, we see what crop is in it, but given this last year here in Alma, they are planting stuff that we're probably not gonna do, like parsnips and red beets and stuff like that. So I think it's safe to say we probably will be okay buying the land ourselves and planting it ourselves. Plus, we want to do some expanding and, you know, stuff like that. This is Alma, Missouri. That's where we're at. Yeah, definitely going to pay back the loan. I'm glad you said that, Fire Shadow. So that's kind of been one of the goals, to get the loan and get us debt free. Still wish we could pre-select the amount you want to pay back. Because I could, if we had like one of those little dials down at the bottom, I could select like 600000 and pay back this amount. And then just be done with it. But for some reason, Giants has kept it where you have to sit here and repeatedly press the button. I feel like I'm back on the original PlayStation playing Metal Gear Solid. Because the guy that was like the weird flying psychiatrist guy, you had to sit there and just like repeatedly press the button to defeat him, which was weird. Then you had to switch your controller around, which was even weirder. You had to plug it into port 2. So, we are debt free, and we still have 5.3 million. So let's see what's out there. So you got the wheat field up there. We fully fertilized that ourselves. It does not have any weeds in it. I think that's a given. Matter of fact, our guy's still up there. What is everything else in out there? We've got the grass field there. There's some fields that are withered, but we're not looking at what is available now. We're looking at what do we want to buy. I think first we probably should get the production stuff in town, but we'll come back and do land here in a minute. So let's actually tab to some of this new equipment over here. Take the little red guy. I kind of want to see what the beacons look like. Yeah, it's about like the truck beacon. So even though one's clear, it still flashes amber. That's weird. It's a strobe light. I might switch that. I might swap that around and put the rotating lights on there. I don't know. We'll see. It's free to do. All right. Actually, you know what? Whoa, lady, you are risking your life. Walking across there. Use your keyboard and controller to pay off your loan? That could work. Alright, where is the thing? Oh, here it is. So this is the corn dryer. We want to buy that. That's 100 grand. Not too shabby. Alright, we own that. We are also going to need a tanker for propane. Nothing really on sale right now. Oh look, Taco Bell wants me to come eat lunch there. Let's find a tanker. There is one for Alma that does do propane. What is that under? Oh, is it under animal? Yes. So these are the Alma tankers. Isn't there a place where you can go and look for the specific stuff by the Alma? This is brands. Is it under like packages? That's the map. Where do you go? That's all the in-game stuff there. There used to be a place you could go to look for all of the specific brands tied to a map. I thought it would have been under Alma. Click on the Alma tab. Where's that at? Is there an Alma tab back here that I missed? Click on the Alma tab. Down at the bottom. In the mods. Like right there? Oh, okay. So that's not just the map. I was thinking that was just the map. So I think we'll be safe to say we could probably go ahead and just get the semi-trailer. Main color. What color do we want for propane, y'all? Like a blue? What are the propane colors? Let me do a quick Google here. Propane. I should know this. I watch enough King of the Hill. You know, it's all about the propane and propane accessories. I think the blue is a safe bet. I need to be more specific in my Google propane artwork. Probably gonna bring back something weird. Yeah, it brought back it brought back propane tanks decorated, painted, or rather painted as flowers. That's not what I really wanted. Let's see, images. No, let me just start over. Propane flame, maybe? Art? Flame art? Blue and white seems to be pretty popular. Like a blue flame and then a white base. So a darker shade of blue. What I'm looking at here propane flame icon. Maybe I should search for that because that's what that says. Icon. Oh yeah, okay. That's actually pretty good data right there. What are the text? Is that text? No, that's not text under there. Okay. I'm going to post this in Discord. These are different propane flame, I guess, like icons. But the general consensus is that blue and white should be the color. Seems to be that is the propane icon. Let me put that in Discord real quick. So that's kind of the theming I'm going to go with this tank. So maybe like a darker blue. That one right there, and then do like a white rim. Actual propane trailer in Discord. Let me look. Where you at? Is it under mods? Looking for mods. Where is the farm sim mods? Okay. That seems long. But it does look more like a propane tanker. Let me send that to myself. And I will download that later. Okay, for right now, I'm going to go with this tanker here. Alright, so there's a propane tank. We need to buy... What else do we need to buy? So this is a corn dryer. Let's go buy the popcorn factory. This thing's got work lights for days on it. Somebody's dog, I guess it's my neighbor's dog maybe, having a fit. Alright, we're gonna buy the popcorn factory. This is a little more expensive, 240 grand. Alright, so we own that. Buy the ketchup factory on the backside, because we're gonna need that. How much money can we spend in Farming Simulator in one morning? So that's 150. I notice the sounds stop when you purchase the factories, like the production inside. I guess because when you buy it, it's deactivated at default at the start, and then you have to activate them when you put the goods in there. Alright, what else? Let's go back in town. We definitely need the tailor shop. We need the pizza place. Is there a spinnery here in town? Don't you have to make the fabric first before you take it to the tailor shop? I have to find a spinnery. Let's see what all we got out here. This is the supermarket sell point. One of these is the pizzeria. Where do you buy it? Do you buy the stuff up front? I guess you buy the stuff up front. Playground. So here's the... This is the tailor shop. Oh wow. I think that step is a little high. That's a big step. It's one small step for man. We'll just go up these steps. One giant leap for mankind. Okay, so we'll buy the tailor shop. That's 240. Gotta have some place to take our wool to eventually. Let's buy the pizza place. Another 240. Can we run out of money? I don't know. Let's buy... What is this? That's the shop. Gotta buy the dairy. I think this is the dairy. Nope, this is the bakery. We'll buy the bakery for 150. Got a hot dog stand. Can we buy the hot dog stand? It's not really a hot dog stand. It's like, it looks like one. This is the dairy, I do believe. Yep, we need the dairy. So 210 for that. Is there a spinnery? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll download that later and put that in. Let's see. So that's the corn dryer, right? This is the... You know what? We gotta buy the grain mill to make flour, right? That should be the tailor shop. That should be the pizzeria. What's that right there? The hardware store. You can buy the hardware store? Or is that just a sell point? I think that's just a sell point. Yeah, because it looks like... Yeah, you can't buy it. So it looks like the supermarket. That's the animal dealer. Bakery. That's the shop. I think the last one that we need is the grain mill. There's the sawmill there. And then the old museum up there, which we probably will not be getting the biogas. We could probably buy the biogas. That's broken right now though, right? We may hold off on that one. So is there not a spinnery? Is that something that we need to build, or is that does the tailor shop take it all? Available. So the grain mill, we're gonna buy the grain mill. I think we'll hold off on the sawmill, and then the biogas plant. Tailor shop. They need fabric. They don't take fabric. So we gotta build a spinnery, right? To make the fabric for them. I think we need to buy the land. If we build it in town, we need to buy the land in town. And I'm sure that there's some place in town that we can build that. Because you get all of this with the town purchase. It's only 47 grand. Wow, that's pretty cheap for the entire town. So we'll buy that. Let me change this from a chicken real quick, because I am tired of... Oh, don't leave the farm. I'm tired of being the chicken. It keeps setting me back as a chicken, and I don't know how to fix this. Nope. Now when I go to the map, it should be green. Yep. Everything in green we own. Thus far. So where can we build this at? So this is the tailor shop. It'd be nice if we could build it very close. Look out back. Be nice if we could build it right back over there. Or even if we had a spinnery small enough to fit in this spot right here. Let's go take a look. That's kind of a small spot and we got cars there. Plus I can't get that over there. I'd have to place it with the thing. If it lets me. Oh, looking for a spinnery. There's one. So we have one. There's another one. I think that one's too big. Yeah, that one's a little bit, a wee bit on the big side for that one. We have that one. You know what? I think that's the really, really small one, though. Yeah, we don't want something that small. I don't think. I mean, it's probably, well, yeah, probably not, because the capacity on it's going to be a lot smaller. It doesn't give you the capacity there, though. It says it takes wool and cotton, but I bet the capacity is, like, super small on that. Go back up to the other one up here. Tailor shop, spinnery, that one right there. Yeah, that's more the size I think that we might be looking for. Wonder if I can build it back here. Turn snapping on. Get it lined up here. Overlaps with another object. So that stuff is too close to it. Put it out in the middle, right there. Yeah, that's not gonna work there. I'm sure we could probably put it down here if we own that, but we don't own that land there. I could put it out back here. If those trees weren't there, I could probably put it right back here. I think we got some trees that need to go. Car there. This looks like a vacant kind of ish lot, but there's a fence there. That's somebody's backyard, so we won't put it there. May have to clear some land here. Cause see, it's lighting up. Right there. But that's an alley. I think if we got rid of these trees, we might be able to put it right there. It's kind of hard to tell with the snow, though. Maybe we need to get into spring. Before we decide to build that. So that's the dairy and the bakery here. There's a car right there. Not anything else right here. It would have to elevate this surface a little bit. Got the dump point right there, and I think that's the spawn point right there for the dairy. Dump point and spawn point right here for the... yeah, we gotta get rid of the snow. Let's go by the grain mill real quick, and then we'll get into spring. Grain mill is 288. Is that right? Looks like. Alright, we own the grain mill. Where do you buy the propane at? Is it still at the gas station down the way? We might build that spinnery right back here. Might have to level that off a little bit or something. This little pad right here would be great. Guess we could build it here. We'd have to buy that land there. We will, though. Is this where you buy the propane at down here still? This is where it was last time. Methane. Propane, yes. I'm gonna say it's right here. It's just a regular diesel. Propane. That's gotta be it. Alright, so let's see. Kind of almost don't want to go into spring because they're going to start planting stuff. I guess we need to go ahead and buy our land that we want. So we know we want this one. That's 900 grand. That's probably going to be the most expensive piece of land. This one's more. No, that one's less. 642. $734. Really? That one looks bigger than that one, but that one's more expensive. Nope. There's the most expensive one right there. $1.3 million. Maybe we hold off on this one. Let's get the wheat field first, because it is ready to go. It's fully fertilized. It doesn't have weeds. We took the weeds out. Let's get that one. And then we did the canola field there too. We'll get that one. That one's not as much. Okay, and then that pad that the baler is sitting on right there. Is that part of town or is that... No, we don't own that. What part of what piece of property? Oh, it's just a little lot. Okay. So that's just a little lot you can buy. That's not that expensive either. Let's buy that. We may put the spinnery right there. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and buy. We'll buy these. There's a lot of good trees on these two pieces of property. That's 112. Tie these together. That's 118. That one was not as expensive, so we'll get that one. How much is that one? Yeah, we only have 1.5 million. How much money did we say we could spend in one morning on Farming Simulator? Well, I think maybe this piece would be a good one to get. Because if you look at it, it's really hard to tell with all the snow on the ground. See, that's the problem. I think we could tie these fields in, though. The wheat field that we have here, and then this field. There's not a creek in between them. Lots of trees on it that we can cut. Come out here and cut a few trees already. This is the sunflower field that we bought. Yeah, we could tie this. We could tie this in with this field and that field. I say we get that one. It's kind of a strategic piece to get. Now, there is a creek around here somewhere. Past this tree line. I think it's right over here. Yep, there it is. There's the creek. So I'm not going to be messing with any of the creeks. There's the creek. It runs right through there and it goes up there. So technically we could tie these in together. There's not a creek back here at this tree line, right? I did not notice one. Nope, it's just a tree line. And it ties in with the wheat field here. Should we get... We own that field there. I'm looking at our money that we have left. We could get these. And tie these together. Thing is, this farmer is really expensive. That's 500 grand there. This field is it's nice and long, but and we could tie it in with the fields that we have there already. But man, it's so expensive. 500,000. These are cheaper. Even this one is cheaper than that long field up there. And it looks like, well, I won't say it's as big. 32 acres versus 46 acres. That's not a big difference for the price jump there. Say we get this one and at least that one. Then we can tie these together. And then we'll leave a little bit of money there so that we can buy the spinnery and place it. I'm thinking there in town. It needs to be close to the town so we can just haul the fabric over there. Can I teleport to? Yeah, we'll put the spinnery right here. Maybe put it to one side. That way, if we decide to build something else there, we can. If it'll fit. I don't know that it'll fit. We'll try it right there. Grab a tractor and move that baler. This will probably become an exclusive field tractor. Won't be using this with like the brucks or anything like that. Here for right now. The train, the train. So there's a road right there. Again, it's really hard to see with all the snow. How much is that? That's 180 grand for that, right? Yeah, 180 grand. So we just need to save really just 180 grand. We own the lot. I'm deciding whether I want to go ahead and go to spring to get rid of the snow. And if I want any more farmland. That one's expensive. 763. We'll hold off on that one. That one's less. Plus we could kind of tie in with that one there. Not have this bottleneck up here at the top. I think I'm going to get that one. How much was this one down here? It'd be nice to have this one right across from the farm, but man, that's expensive. 763. I'm going to get this one. And the farm down there we'll hold off because that's kind of expensive too. That's 500 grand. This farm is not cheap either. That is 411. This field, that's not too bad. Plus you get this little lot over here. You know, the cemetery's not up there anymore. So there's the white farm over there. Here's the field. In 22, here's the road. In 22, there was a cemetery right in here. That cemetery is gone. It has, I guess, been relocated. So there's the border right there. You wouldn't get much with this, but you could get something up here. You could do something with this. You could have a little cornfield or something else up here. So that one's 222 though. There's a little field right there for 41 grand. It is like right behind the white farm. In between the creek. In between the creek and the white farm. It's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So yeah, I think we'll hold off on that until we actually acquire the white farm there. $467. I think we'll just hold off on these for now. Got that one there, but that's not too bad for that one. But you know, you never know. Hard times might hit. I'm gonna save our money. We're gonna wait. Plus some stuff might go on sale. So we'll hold off on the rest of that. We gotta build the tailor shop. So I'm gonna go back to the house and sleep. We have got to get past the winter time. Why does our house look pink? Is it because there's snow on it? I think it's because there's snow on it. This thing used to be red. Alright, is anything on sale? Not that we can afford it. Alright, let's go. Let's get rid of this snow. See what we can build here. We've got tons of wool. And there's probably going to be more when we wake up. Alright, hey, that got rid of the snow at least. Yep, there's no more room for wool. But we got our loan paid back. We bought a lot of farmland. I may repurpose that tanker trailer for milk and stuff, because I think we've got, yeah, we're getting close to being at capacity on milk. So I am going to repurpose that trailer. This trailer right here that I bought for the propane, I'll get that other one and get it in the game. But for now, I will repurpose this trailer. So let's change, all we got to do is change the color of it. So we'll make it a white trailer for milk. And, well, we've already got white rims. Seems like a good trailer for milk to me, unless we want to change the rim color. Could do just chrome rims. Chrome rims. We can put chrome rims on it, y'all. Chrome rims. No, let's do, I guess we could do chrome. Yeah. Do the chrome rims on there. White tanker for the milk. And that charges, they charge us nothing for this since we didn't pick it up or something. So we're good to go there. Alright. Why does that not look white? Oh, it does on this side. Is it reflecting the John Deere tractor? Does that not look... It looks like an aqua color to me, like a turquoise or something on this side. Yeah. Alright, we're going to need a truck for that too. Ooh, there's a case cotton picker on sale. And do we want to do a case cotton picker? That's not bad. That's not a bad price for one. 56% off. You go in to buy a truck, you leave with a cotton picker. What can you say? I think it's kind of weird though. You can put Michelin tires on the case cotton picker, but the John Deere cotton picker you cannot. It has its own module builder, and we can just pick up the modules with the trailer. You know what? Let's do it. That's a good price. 56% off. This thing's regular what, 4 something? Where's Cotton? Cotton Technologies, where are you? Am I just passing it up here? Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's passing it up. So yeah, it's regular 485. That's not bad. And the John Deere, you know, you're painting for the pay job. No, you're paying for the paint job for that one. But I do like the Deere. But that's on sale. That's not a bad price on that. 210, 771. Hey, we got a cotton picker. Now, we need a truck. We went in to buy a truck, and we left with a cotton picker. You got rid of all your goats and sheep and all your cows and swapped them out with buffalo. That's interesting. Alright, just for a tinker. The only thing is you can't redo these. The only thing you can do is the pre-selected stuff with these. So we've already got one of those. I do have this one. I think this one is from 19 or 22. I do have that one. Yeah, that might be from 22. I don't know. Do the 505. Make it white. And we've already got the chrome rims on there. Yep. So that's another 136. Got farmers in Indiana raising buffalo right now. That's cool. I'm gonna haul milk up here. We're gonna start making, we need cheese. We need butter for the popcorn. Gotta start hauling the corn up here. But we need the propane to do that. I don't have that other tanker yet. Maybe we hold off on that for now. Still gotta make the butter and stuff. So all I'm gonna do is get the milk out of there so that the cows can be milked more, and we can get this stuff rolling. I'm not gonna activate any of that stuff yet. I think right there is where you get the milk. Turn around here. Let's see. We don't have any buffalo. We have the regular milk. I think we'll have not quite a full load left over, but this holds 32. So there is 23 left in there. I think we'll be okay leaving that there for now. Let's take this full load into the dairy. Looks like there's more snow in the forecast. It's gonna snow again. That's always great. Yeah, what? Guess back to Farm Sim. I guess was going to play Minecraft, and guess John broke the server. Trying to translate that in my brain. Oh, guess. So you're saying you tried to join the Minecraft server, so you guess you're going back to play Farm Sim. Okay, now it's making sense. Making sense in the brain now. Alright, which one is the dairy? That one there is the dairy. Why are y'all stopping at my truck? Don't steal my rims. Leave that right there. So now we definitely need to build the spinnery. Let's see, where are the loading and unloading zones? So that looks like the unloading zone. I'm going to say that's probably where the fabric spawns. Where is the front? That is the front right there. Try to get it straight with the other buildings. That's probably the closest we're going to get it. Where do we want to put this? Be flat. Nothing on the back, right? That we need to have access to. That's where we got to unload the fabric. That's where we got to load the fabric. I'd say we put it back here in the back corner like that. That way, if we decide we want to build something else on this lot, we can. Give it enough room there to back, because we're probably just going to haul the fabric on the truck, the pickup, the international crew cab truck thing, and maybe the gooseneck trailer. We might use the gooseneck trailer, but to unload it won't be a big deal, because unless you can pull straight in over that, I don't think you can. Look how small that space is. I think you got to unload it and put it there. Back here in the back corner, which should be good enough. All right, it's there. We'll take a look at it. Too shabby. Looks pretty good to me. All right. We got so much equipment. So much equipment. Let me find the truck. There's the truck. You know, I almost want to put the rims on the back of this. Or not the rims. Gosh. The ramps. I know it starts with an R. Question is, which one? We could use a tractor, but it's better just to go ahead and pull the trigger and get a forklift. Thinking about getting the distribution center from the mod hub. We can't put animals on distribution, can we? I don't think so. I think we have to actually like load that stuff. Can't do that, right? Let me double check. I don't think you can. Yeah, no, because it doesn't show you the products. Let me put some ramps on this. Not change anything else on it. There we go. Now we have a flatbed that we can haul stuff on. It's free to put the ramps back on there? Cool. Oh, my ramps are down. Hang on. How do you fold the ramps up? Not the same button as the in-game stuff. That lifts that up and down. I'm just changing seats when I hit that. Other hazards. Blinkers. Nope. There has got to be a button. Fasten belts. That's that. None of that. Old ramps. Here we go. How do I do that? It's one of those buttons. Oh, left bumper and up on the D-pad. Why y'all gotta make things so difficult? Why not just make it the same as the in-game thing, which is left bumper and A? that key is literally not even in use on this thing. What's that called? Fold ramps, unfold ramps. Hang on. We're gonna fix this. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Zoom in, I can find it. It's gotta be under its own thing, right? Since it's different. There it is. It's under the auto load bell combo trailer. So where is unfold and fold ramps? Auto loading bell combo trailer. That's gotta be it. Where is that function? I don't see that function. Well, for right now, until I figure that out, I'll just keep that function. It's not in the list. Weird. Nope, can't do that. Gotta switch back to the truck. See, that's your hazard light button on the controller to raise and lower the ramp. top operator is to pick up bales. Transport is when driving. Yeah. How do I change the raise and lower ramps? I fit something else on there? I don't think I'll be able to get the ramps though. Maybe the little guy? Big guy. Little guy. Yeah, that perfect. Huh. I think she might be a little heavy. That would work if it wasn't collidable. There's nothing in between that. Drive in here. I may just leave this forklift here in town. There's going to be plenty to offload and load, and I'll just get something else for out yonder. That one's picking up there, but I guess it's stuck on the pallet or something. Oh, there you go. Down. Get this thing started. This is the spinnery. We want to activate something. Fabric wool. We don't have any cotton right now. We'll activate that. And it's running, you can hear it. I'm gonna haul some grain up here now to the grain mill. And I know we got plenty of oat. You know what? I should probably put those on distributing down there at the thing. How do I change that? Change output mode. So where is that at? Oh, it's on the thing there. So storing, selling, distributing. I don't want to haul the fabric all the way up to the tailor shop. So that should distribute to the tailor shop. Yes. Let me go back to the grain mill. And we will start the oat flour. So you can see the crops that we need. We bought a wheat field. We need to plant sorghum at somewhere. I don't think we're gonna do rice here. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're gonna hold off on that. I think that might be a Riverbend Springs or 4X type mapish crop to delve into again. We can make barley flour and corn flour. Wonder how do you do... So there's corn flour and then there's fine corn flour. So I'm guessing one comes from dried corn and one comes from just corn. So I'd say the fine corn flour probably comes from the dried corn. Okay. We can make us some cornbread. I like cornbread. There's all kinds of uses for cornbread, popcorn. You can just eat corn on the cob. All kinds of uses for cornbread. Whoa. You can have shrimp and corn. I mean, there's all kinds of shrimp. You got pepper shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, saute it. There's shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes. All kinds of shrimp. That's about it, but there's all kinds. You can do a lot with corn. You can make corn chowder. Corn goes with everything. Oh, yeah. Corn nuggets. Oh, I love corn nuggets. We started having corn nuggets at work. And anytime they make corn nuggets, I gotta give me some corn nuggets. I'm gonna haul some corn down to the dryer. I don't have the propane tanker that we're gonna use. Special thanks to Trent and I know Trent, you said it. Somebody else, was it Jeff? Somebody else that was in the Discord there too. Thank you. I'm going to get that propane tanker and we will haul the propane up there later. Right now, we should have enough corn in here. Beans, corn. Yeah, we got quite a bit of corn. 326. Gotta plant some more corn. We're gonna be making popcorn and cornbread now. Can you make cornbread at the bakery? I would assume you can, since you can make corn flour. Apple butter, eggs, flour. What can you make? You can't make cornbread, really? You make regular bread. There's the dairy. I think it'd be at the bakery though. Wasn't cornbread a thing in the 22? Make corn flour. We know we can do pizza. And the popcorns. Maybe you can't do cornbread. You think you can do cornbread in the bakery if you can make corn flour, fine corn flour. Interesting. Thought we made cornbread back here in the past. Could be wrong. Maybe I dreamt it. I have slept a few times since then. I like having all the additional productions and stuff. So much more that could be done. And I know there's a lot of stuff that will eventually come to the mod hub. But I mean, you think about it, and we can do donuts, you can do apple fritters, you can do bear claws, you can do cornbread, you can do pumpkin pies, there's all kinds of pies. I may actually take this load to the grain mill and start making corn flour. So I need to put that stuff on distributing too. Where would the corn flour go? Beware the DR will flip at high speeds. Is that the propane tanker? Oh, the ADAR. I see it says ADAR. I'm scheduled to go to the eye doctor to get glasses. The ADAR. Yeah, I noticed when I was making some sharp turns, that thing was kind of leaning a little bit, so I've got duals on the front and back, and that might help a little, but I noticed that thing, the inertia was kind of taking hold of it, so. Does the sprayer from custom modding, does it still flip a lot? I know that it used to flip from sharp turns. So we got oat flour. I need to change that to not storing, but distributing. Need to do distributing on everything that we've got in there right now. So you can't distribute the corn flour. I'm going to assume that that means that there's nothing to distribute it to. I really thought the bakery, back in the day, we could make cornbread, but I am not seeing it on there. Maybe that'll be in an update. I don't know, we'll be storing it, I guess, and selling it. until that time. Speaking of time, it is that time. We did a lot, got a lot done today. Got a lot of work still to do. Got to get the corn dryer running, so I'll bring the propane tanker up here and get some propane and fill that up and start drying our corn. We got a lot of actual farming stuff to do, not just production stuff. Bought a ton of land. So we've got a lot of land to start clearing. The land that already has crop in it, I probably won't start clearing that just yet. I may hold off on that, but any of the land that we got that doesn't have any crop in it right now, we'll start clearing that so we can get it plowed up and get something planted there. Plus, we've got all our fields back at home to start merging together. So yeah, got a pretty good start here on Alma, Missouri. All right, y'all. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm going to get me some pizza out of the fridge in there. Y'all have a good, happy Easter weekend and a good, happy Easter day. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to check out youtube.com/thegrainarcade. These videos and some other ones that don't here on Twitch will be going up on YouTube. So, yeah, y'all have a good weekend and have a good week. We'll see you on the next time.